They're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one. You know, last season, Thaddeus Young was moved from Minnesota to Brooklyn, guys. A good move for everybody involved as he helped with the playoff push.
Young last year, as you mentioned, GA, shipped to Brooklyn, provided good punch off the bench.
Yeah, and Young is so efficient in his scoring that he's a great guy to play heavy minutes off the bench. Shot over 50% from the floor in his games with the Nets.
Now, here is Knight. He's got 5. Here's Tucker. And Lopez pulls it down. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving college.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
Nets were the hottest team and story a few years back, certainly, but last season they were put up for sale, surprisingly to some, Clark, midway through the year.
Yeah, that was odd timing given the new arena and rebranding. I mean, you would think after all that effort to rebuild the team, you would see it through.
And for the Nets being put up for sale, a big part of it was they were a team that was supposed to compete for titles. And since the move to Brooklyn, they have had trouble going deep in the playoffs.
Brandon Knight certainly can pass the orange.
Nets leading by 9. And Sloan kicks to Ellington. Young outside. Pass to Ellington. Good on the jump shot. Ellington's got 7.
And you know, with Brooklyn, I don't think anybody wants to take over a team in a rebuild mode. I mean, that's what the Nets seem to be looking at for the next few seasons. They had their shot, went all in with some of their decisions, unfortunately came up short.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, in that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Morris. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Lopez tried to bank it in, but he misses. Suns trail by 11. Young with the steal. And Lopez throws it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Knight, that's a 2-pointer. Brooklyn with the rebound. Lopez has got 6 rebounds in the game. Johnson outside, and the pass to Ellington. Feeds to Lopez. Screen by Young. Shot clock at 5. The shot's good from Lopez.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Kevin, and looking back over the last month, let's check out how Phoenix stacked up. 2nd in opponent field goal percentage. 2nd in fast break points. And they kept the lid on opposing teams' overall offense as well. They're in the top 10 in opponent scoring.
And they've been outstanding defensively, as you can see from that ranking and opponent field goal percentage. They get after it and make everything a challenge.
Bargnani has checked in for Lopez. And the Suns making a change here as well. John Lure, he's checked in for Tyson Chandler. To the left wing. Bargnani kicks to Johnson. Now Bargnani. He's got 10 for 3, Ellington. And the shot is good. Ellington's got 10.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Knight with it. And Young picks him up defensively. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimmick.
And the Nets making a change here. Robinson's checked in, and the Suns making a change here as well. Jeletovic is checked in. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nets.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also can take great pride in. And Thomas Robinson has been on a lot of teams here in his short time in the league. Not easy to find a spot when you're always getting moved.
And for Robinson, the trades weigh on him as well. Clarkie said last season that he just wants to prove that he belongs here.
Well, you know, he's yet to find the right fit for a team, but the skill set is clearly there. I mean, he's an NBA player. There's no doubt about that. Looked great for Philadelphia near the end of the year as he got minutes with them.
Here's Sloan. Back to Young. The Nets working the ball around now. To the paint. 6 to shoot. Here's Bargnani. Here's Robinson. Rebound by the Suns. Lewis got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Knight wide open. Here's Booker. There's the bucket. Good. Booker's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now, here is Young. He has 6. To the inside. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And one thing that Phoenix had for them last season was depth. A very good bench, and they provided a good scoring punch when called upon.
Well, Phoenix did have a strong bench, best scoring bench in the NBA in terms, Clark, of points per minute play.
Yeah, and you know, it really helped them, that bench strength, keep the pace of the game up. They were 3rd in the league in fast break points last year.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Wayne Ellington. Phoenix also making some changes. Alex Len's checked in for P.J. Tucker, and it's Archie Goodwin in for Booker. Timeout called, the Suns.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here, and every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
Larkin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Lure. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
So it's Brooklyn now. Here's Larkin, picked by Bargnani. And Young kicks to Bargnani. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Young against Knight. There's a screen. Stolen. Young outside, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Here's Larkin. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Larkin's got 5 now.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Bogdanovich. 17-point lead, their biggest. Just 3 to shoot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Let's bring out the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. The Suns in second.
You know, it's an entertaining style of play. And look, I mean, those are the baskets you want if you've got the legs for it. Scoring becomes a lot easier.
Now here's Knight. He has 5. Goodwin passes to Lure. Shot to stop the drought. Here's Len. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Orlando. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And checking out Brooklyn, 7 games back.
And right now for Brooklyn, they've fallen all too quickly down to that spot at the bottom of the standings. If any team needed a bright start, it was them.
You're so right. I mean, some of the league's better teams can overcome a bumpy start and make a big push, but this team, not one of them.
Suns trail by 16. And here's Price. Down low, here's Lure. That's in, coming off an assist from Price. Lure's got 5 now.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Larkin. 5 points in the game. Picked by Bargnani. Larkin kicks to Bargnani. Len grabs the board. Phoenix has gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Second shot opportunity. It'll go, and the Nets' lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Teletovic.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Picked by Bargnani. Here's Brown. And again, it's the Nets missing.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Price kicks to Lure. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Len. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
A chance here, Kevin, to take a look at the Suns and how they rank in the NBA right now. 2nd in fast break points. 9th in opponent field goal percentage. And you know what? They're also in the top half of the league in scoring second chance points. There's room for improvement there, but I don't think they're too disappointed with what they've done in that area so far.
And you mentioned their ability to score in transition. This is a team that loves to get out and run. And one of the things I like, they move the ball up court with the pass as much or more than anybody in the league.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Lopez comes in for Bargnani. And it's Johnson in for Bogdanovic. Johnson, that's for 2. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Suns trail by 11. Over in the corner, Lure. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Larkin dishes to Brown. Over to the wing. Chandler with the steal. And here's the fast break. Knight leading the way. And then Goodwin with the dunk.
Now that's a momentum shifter there. A steal leading straight to a quick bucket.
Yeah, and a great way, Clark, to capitalize on the turnover. Don't waste any time. Get the ball right up the court.
Johnson gets the bucket.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
The Suns shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Outside Knight. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Here's Lure. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. The feed to Larkin. Johnson outside. To the middle. Here's Lopez. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard, Clark.
Yes,
bringing it down
sir.
hard,
Yes,
my
sir.
brother.
Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 13. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th.